And welcome back to Wuthering Waves. We're playing as Lupa because, yeah, she's got to get out of the loop of her story. But before we even do that with activating the patrol unit that's laying right there, we first have some convening that we can do. So first we can go with Ayuno. Is that how you say her name? So let's go ahead and see if we can try to get her. Let's do a 10 roll. And best we get is 4-star. All right, what do we get? What was the 4-star? Come on. Come on. Show me.
I am Baizhi,
Baizhi,
a
okay.
researcher at the Huashu Academy.
Let
Let me witness where this encounter will take us.
I think after this I have like one more Baizhi to get. Until I'm maxed out on Baizhi. Before we move on, though, how about we go ahead and do this absolute pulsation convene? Because we can do it. We can do a 10 roll. We have 12 of these, what are they called? Forging tides. So let's see what we get. Nope, we didn't get it. Best we got was 4-star. Again. Ooh. Relativistic jet. What a name. I'm gonna skip through everything. Yeah, that was only 4-star. I guess it kind of worked out that I skipped through everything. Okay, how about we get some more... Oh, wait, there's the wrong one. I wanted the radiance. Oh, well. Overall, I think we'll be okay. We're not gonna be able to do another 10 roll today. We weren't going to be, even if I didn't mess that up. Ooh. Pioneer Podcast, what do we got? Convene 40 times. Nice. Play them all. No, we're not going to unlock anything. We're not spending money.
I shall have no one tarnishing Victory's honor.
Then whose honor are we going to tarnish? I just came here because I needed a
Why
set up
hesitate
Baizhi.
if you know what you want?
Okay, no, now we're going to have 2 more left. Wow, that's a lot of stuff happening with this one upgrade for Eternal Verity. Upon casting Resonance Liberation, Momentary Union, Resonance Liberation Remnant Entities gains the following enhancements. Remnant Entities can be performed 2 more times. Healing multiplier of Remnant Entities is increased by 20%. Remnant Entities deals additional glacio damage equal to 1.2% of Baizhi's max HP. Okay. And we're good to go on with the story. All right. Patrol unit. Activate. All right. May applause greet you, Lupa from House Silva. Please wait. Retrieving gladiator spear. Happy hunting. Wait for the patrol unit to retrieve the spear. Take the gladiator spear. That feels like kind of a waste.
Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too.
How exactly are we supposed to do that? Alright, hit up the dragons. Oh man, we zoomin'. Keep fighting on warriors of Septimont.
With me! I'll end you!
I'm not really even giving them a chance to fight. I don't recognize this thing that I'm fighting anyway. It's still going.
With me!
Wait, what happened to my health? When did I get hit? I don't remember getting hit. Alert, unidentified test of Discord signatures eliminated.
Into the spotlight!
All right, I know I got hit there. All right, you're all clear. I'll take this next spear. Wait, I can't even see anything. We got to clear the other. I guess it wouldn't be shoulder at that point. It's elbow. Right? Wait, do I still need to clear the elbow?
Need to check for more patrol units nearby.
All right. So he's just gonna be active now, huh? Okay, I see how it is. Oops. Wait, no, keep going. Oh, I guess we're going down for real. Is there any viewpoints that I can find, or waypoints, so that way I can heal up any damage that I lose? What's with the speed boost? Not mad at it, but what's with it?
Winds of the wild.
All right. Here we go. We gotta activate this other patrol unit. Hey, applause greet you, Contender Lupa. Detected. Current location outside platform range. High risk of tacit discord threat. Maintain vigilance at all times. Okay. This looks like it'd be knocked over. It cannot. Hey, yo! Don't do that. As I say, there is a waypoint, but I can't reach it. It's underwater. You the jerk that just hit the... is it the patrol unit?
I hear cowering prey. The fight is on!
Hitting. Relentlessly.
With me!
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I knock you off balance? Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
With me!
And doing it special again.
Die, evil! Glory is upon us! That's some attack.
Your assistance is much appreciated, Contender Lupa. As is yours. Happy hunting. May you be showered with victory. All right, take the next spear. Are we throwing this at the elbow? Or elbow joint? We are! Oh, now you looking all loosey-goosey. Oh, that's where we're waiting for you. Put your sword in there. Is that going to drain the water? What is with all the noise phasing?
The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower.
Buried water. That was a lot of
That monster
phasing
is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts.
that we're going to have to fight. Wait, where is... Aha. Oh no, the statue, it's down. Activate. Alright, now let's go to where we're supposed to. Is this a normal thing, her being able to get a speed boost when you consistently sprint? So I don't remember this for other characters, but I'm really liking it. Glad to have you back in play, Zombie. Alright. I'm guessing this is the entryway to the aqueducts. Is it really? It looks like it's just more of the lower entrance to the building. But I'm sure we'll have to fight. Or... Oh, are we going down the aqueducts on the elevator? Take the elevator, reach the underground waterway. Why didn't I just look up at the top left corner of the screen? I've just been talking and all my answers are being explained on screen, but I'm just not looking at it. That's on me. Ooh, griffins.
Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts.
Okay, you know he's gonna be fighting somewhere.
Open. I'll have to find another route. Huh? The copper mirror is calling.
It's the copper
warrior
mirror.
used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
Oh. Was a sign to use this. Mr. Faro. Is that Sylvia?
I've already pulled that
No,
body
Julia.
from the sea.
Of House Sylvia. Or Silva. Already pulled that body from the... Lupa?
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know, Septimonte's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices.
And have you done that?
We'll speak of other matters later.
With your little
But tell me,
match fixing?
why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Good.
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed,
No.
she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we
Not
intend
Mia.
to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus' experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate, using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest.
Are they
Winning
actually
the
talking about Maya?
Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her.
So it does kind of feel like they are, even
Luck
though
and misfortune,
Maya is supposed to be replacing Lupa.
nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
That's why you write them and try to make them reality. You scoundrel.
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her.
So they weren't talking about you.
I hear cowering.
What was this about cowering? One of them is healing, aren't they? Because I was seeing the plus for the green numbers. And I cannot believe it would be for me. Hold on. Is there anything in here? No. What about the other side? No. What about all the way over here? Yes. Supply chest. Wait, what is this? What is this? Hey. Soaked record. In this damp, forgotten corner, you find a soaked record. The Fraxis didn't clean up their tracks as well as they'd hoped. This experiment's results were regularly sent to another location where they were systematically destroyed. The damage is too severe to concern everything, but you manage to piece together that the place is both frigid and technologically advanced. Okay. Sorry, I just saw this box over here and it reminded me of a mini cargo truck in Zenless Zone Zero. So I was thinking it was something to collect.
I hear cowering.
I just don't let her finish talking, do I? And don't worry, not much longer for you. What's that evil looking eye?
With me! The fight is on! Die, evil! Face me, coward! With me!
This one's down.
Glory is upon us! I'll end you!
And the next room is open. Is there anything left to see in this room now? Oh, this isn't a projection? I really thought this was a projection. But you can climb on it. They all hold the same stance. Oh, this one's different.
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared. The irony. A Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their den in the heart of our city.
It's a good thing that you left them, huh?
Even the impregnable Griffon's fortress crumbles from within.
Are you done? Unusual figures. Oh no, they're not unusual figures. We know them.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed.
Still talking about Maya.
Decades have passed, yet Mia remains
Mia,
as she
I know.
was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable.
Specimen?
You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower.
Oh, this just happened.
I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea.
Which is...
Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself.
You really shouldn't.
I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
With it?
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard, desperate to grow stronger.
And you intend to help it.
I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tides swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons. Oh well, it all failed in the end.
Was that my fault?
In the face of her futility to resist corruption,
Nope.
that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own blood. Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference. The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodians' designs in Raguna, but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life. A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic.
Keep your pants
How
on.
beautifully tragic.
I don't care for your taste, Christophora.
Same. And I'm a
really
4 on the
curious.
Enneagram.
What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova.
Who said she was going to read?
This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodians' lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge.
We messed that up,
Once
though.
the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Renacita.
Him who?
Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree?
But it's a fabrication.
And what if it fails?
Trying to compete with reality.
Then so be it.
It's like AI.
You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate.
Sometimes, not always.
If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
I feel like we should burn you. Personally. Is Lupa gonna have something to say about that?
Disgusting.
There we go.
To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
It can be. It just doesn't mean that's a happy ending. And if it is, it's a bittersweet one. Investigate the experimental units. This experimental unit is only a prototype. The true finished product must lie deeper within the waterways. Like the other sites, most tracks have been scrubbed clean. All you can do now is speculate on the Fraxidus' goal and measure the frequency data of the material contained within the device. It seems they're investigating a particular property of the material. All right. Deeper still. To the left. Anything up here, though? Gotta go back here. Nothing. That's disappointing. Okay. We got another group to fight.
Cowering prey.
I feel kind of rude having to just jump these guys when they're minding their own business.
With me! Together we howl! Caught now!
Is that all?
Yeah, these guys don't really put up a fight. These guys might. Unless I just completely end them with this. Which it kind of looks like I am.
Glory is upon us!
Lackluster.
With me!
And boom.
Into the spotlight!
I smell fear.
Looks like I handled it all. Wait. Wait. Oh, we're doing one of these again. Absorb 1. Absorb 2. And absorb 3. Okay. And deeper, even still. Locate the ringing sound. I was gonna say, I don't hear a ring sound, but I just heard it. Alright, what are we gonna find here? Mia.
Still lingering, Mia.
Is that the Ternodian? Messing with the mind of Mia?
A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Nah, that's the carrier that Christopher wrote.
Where are you going?
To claim the title.
Title of what?
Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
But then it should be done by her, not you.
That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator.
Nor should you.
You, Cartathea, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance?
Wait, are you saying that Mia and Cartathea are both your daughters as the Ternodian?
Has Septimont ever granted you kindness?
You're not even granting that.
They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten.
Not by Lupa. She's always remembered. Even if Mia's the one that they're trying to replace her with.
Raised by them. You will never understand.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you. Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
And what makes you any different?
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
Because you don't care about her. which means it's rich that you're trying to tell her about who doesn't care about her. Ooh, was angry at that. She has not liked anything that she's seen. Understandably so. Go ahead and say something. We got a new script. Source. Fiction.
Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh. I understand.
She gave you a
Flower
code.
often given to gladiators. A symbol of victory.
Alright, well. Let's do this. Make sure there's nothing missing on either side. Wait. I can't interact with that? Take the elevator to reach the depths of the waterway. You mean we're still not there yet? That's not the last elevator that we took, was to go to the depths of the waterway? That was just that floor was just a pit stop? Alright.
I've always carried this shame.
Shame on
Shame
what?
for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore.
Good. You finna fight this
The
fake
warrior
Mia?
is stronger than me, no doubt, but he treats everyone the same. He didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, he chose to trust me. Cartothea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city, Septimont. Built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel and not the Threnodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Cartothea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinasita. They belong to no gods but their own!
Was it real? Was it mine? Was it worth it? Sometimes I feel like a player distressed and pressed by those screams. All I know is my desire and my love won't fade. I'll set a fire for extinction. Was it real?
Are you finna fight in the book? Move forward.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
I believe in you. Warrior.
It's going down.
I swear by the eternal sun, I will slay you!
Slay Queen. Like a weird dragon looking thing.
Longings of civilization, I was ruined. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, of babes and of the aged. With sharp blades and silver tongue, you struggle for power and revel in the slaughter of the arena. From past to present, nothing has changed.
Ha! What right do you have to judge the people of Renacita? Mia chose her end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death.
Beat it up, beat it up, beat it up, beat it up.
Into the spotlight! Caught now! With me! With me! To victory!
Unite with me.
Brian!
Now.
At the spear tip! Bring darkness! With me! The fight is on! That's some attack.
A human life is nothing more than a
Oh. Oh, I didn't know I was loading something up. I'm like looking at it like, is there supposed to be like a bar that goes around? I was confused.
With me! Into the spotlight! With me! To victory! Break darkness! Move! Glory is upon us!
And stunned you again.
Triumph and the deity!
She ain't got no
Greatness has
arms.
summit, and victory is never the final word.
Proud! Pitiful! Cry! Love!
Race to the finish! To face death with the crown of glory!
By my will! Let this light burn in all its fury!
There is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
Of course not.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Ooh, you got caught.
Dear madam, let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
I don't know. Shall we?
Lupa!
Ooh, aspect ratio is changing.
It's real! Both of you are safe.
You bet.
The Threnodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like
the
something
righteous
out of
one?
a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
Abby. Is Abby about to come out?
Phew! Finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm fine, Abby.
Lupa hasn't met Abby, right?
What happened to you earlier?
Wait, we're already in Septimont?
Yeah, so I was thinking. You never came out in Septimont.
I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me.
Would it be the story?
First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Carthea? And a girl I don't know?
Yeah, that's what happens when you miss things.
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
Not an echo. At least I don't think so.
What happened while I was out?
The whole storyline.
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
Doomsday is gone. Reunion. Reality. So... I'm trying to understand it. So Source... I don't get where the storyline is supposed to connect, per se. So the Source just has these two things. Maya heard a voice that they incessantly reminded her of her failures, her lowly origin, and the disappointment she brought to her fans, the people who once shouted her name from the stands, laughing in celebration at her victories. That coarse, unrestrained laughter had at one time felt warm, giving her strength in the early days when she first stepped into the arena. But now everything had changed. Maya covered her ears, yet the voices still thunder in her mind, refusing to fade. The finals were about to begin. In the empty locker room, she sits alone as shivers rack her body and screams tear through her throat. Maya is haunted by maddening voices that whisper constantly. Bouquet. Maya crouches in an alleyway, a quiet alley, trembling as panic surges through her. She had won the semifinal, yet the voices in her head never ceased. Struggling to hold herself together, she fled the arena. A light touch on her arm makes her look up. A small Septimontian stands holding a bouquet. Face flushed, the child stammers, "You fought well," before running off. The bloodleaf for Burnham is dotted with broken dewdrops. Maya clutches the bouquet, cold and damp, as a trickle of moisture slides down her cheek. The small Septimontian hands Maya a bouquet of bloodleaf by Burnham. And is there going to be more that pops up? Because I don't see how that connects to these. So this is Doomsday, the first thing that we had to try and avoid, that we were all trying to avoid because it was just going to be Lupa failing over and over again. That dark sea rolled over Septimont's jagged cliff, surging down the pristine cobblestone streets, drenching the golden flags and wind chimes, and engulfing men and women, young and old, like a mist descending from the blackened ocean above. It dragged its writhing mass across the sea, towards the far side of the sea on its pilgrimage across the world. Lupa is swallowed by the tide's relentless churn. The hymn swells from her chest, sprawling forth to escape from her parted lips. An esoteric melody fills the boundless darkness. Lupa is swallowed by the tide's relentless churn. And then it seems like this is the storyline that included Cardathea. The search. Cardathea had roamed the desolate city with the gladiator girl for days before she was erased. She had caught a fleeting glimpse of the massive fish's silhouette and saved the nameless one from the dark tide. Cardathea was certain this place was not part of the real world, but the widespread destruction had stalled her search for answers. The gladiator girl had forgotten who she was, but her survival alone marked her as extraordinary. Cardathea hoped this very uniqueness might serve as a beacon to carry their story forward. Cardathea could only keep searching. She had to find the monstrous, half-human, half-sea creature, the Threnodian's abomination, its very sister. Cardathea travels with the Nameless One in the desolate city, searching for the abomination created by the Threnodian. From the depths of the sea, Cardathea stepped in front of the incubator. The salty hint of seawater drifts in the thin, still air. She can feel the one she's been searching for lying in the incubator, curled up like a newborn. Cardathea raises her sword and cuts the device open without a blink. The dark water within explodes forth. Immediately, tidal blight starts to crawl and proliferate. As the fluid drains, the gladiator girl's face is revealed. She opens her eyes. Cardathea slices through the blue incubator in the darkness, her sword aimed at the girl curled within. Shadows of Glory. Cardathea chases the enemy from the incubator through the dark tides ravaged streets of Septimont until she vanishes from sight. The fallen guardian of Septimont looms ahead, halberd raised in a battle cry. Cardathea draws her sword just as she did countless times in the inverted tower, facing the dark tide's abhorrent creatures. She defeats the lioness of glory, but after dealing with the dark tide before her, she feels a cold gaze from behind. Carthea turns to see the gladiator girl, her face marred by tidal blight, her eyes hollow and empty. She stares, unblinking, like a ghost. Carthea defeats the Guardian, Arsenosa's fallen form. The place of the quill. Gotta scroll up again. The story was drawing to its close. Carthea could feel the world around her shifting. The buildings, statues, and even the land itself were cracking like damp paper. Cracking like damp paper. Damp paper doesn't crack. It tears. Whatever. But it no longer mattered. She had uncovered the clue that pointed to the one responsible and was headed towards the playwright. With more Fraxidus members lurking here, she was prepared for the coming battle. As for the rest, Carthea has no doubt that MC would handle it. She was his sword, and she believed in him completely. As the story nears its close, Carthea sets off to hunt down the playwright who's behind it all. So this was the intended outcome. Then Carthea comes along and figures out what's going on, throws it to us, and that's where our story comes in. Except for it goes here, but then we split it. All right, a wolf's companion. Your swords clash with the Septimonian gladiator's spear, steel meeting steel in clanging force. These wild, fiery eyes look straight at you, unashamedly revealing a glimpse of admiration. Lupa invites you, the Outlander, to join her in the Great Aegon. Drawn by the faint traces of Carthea's frequency that you sense in her, you agree. And yet, you can tell that Lupa's cheeriness is somewhat of an act, stemming not from her nature, or from her force of habit. You cross paths with the gladiator Lupa and Septimont. Side by side, you fight a battle unseen. The Colosseum, once full of glory, is swallowed by darkness. Monsters swarm from curtains of black mist as you cut them down. One against 100. At the final blow, the world abruptly returns to its former state, the crowd oblivious to what just occurred. You recalled 3 blades falling from the sky, each radiating with Carthea's frequency. Though you had not seen her, it felt as though you were fighting side by side. Where is she? You and Carthea fight side by side in the battle no one sees, which I think mixes with to the place of the quill. All right, the finale's respite. When Lupa's form was overtaken by the girl resonating with the Threnodian, all your suspicions align. Threnodian had set its gaze on Septimont's central hub, a vessel for Imperator's lingering power. Only you, with your unique permissions, could sever the hub's connection and thwart Threnodian's plan. You make your choice in the flash of a heartbeat. You refuse the end of the story by becoming the protagonist and murdering Lupa, as Ferlova suggested. Instead, you place your trust in your fellow warrior and stay behind, trapping Threnodian's essence within the hub. In the next story, the lone wolf throughout this journey will repay this trust. In the final moments, you decide to leave Lupa with the seed of hope. All right, and then it jumps down to the next line. Waking from a dream. Lupa's eyes flutter open, her breath coming in ragged gasps. The sudden explosion of memories in her mind nearly make her choke. Carthea, her brief companion, her fellow title winner, MC, the chaotic shift in the central hub. Countless cycles before where Septimont was swallowed by the dark tide. The sky above remained as clear as ever, and everything that had just happened felt like nothing more than a nightmare. Lupa opens her hand, the metal she and the warrior had earned together resting in her palm, damp with sweat. She takes a deep breath, then another, before closing her fingers around it. The sharp edges dig into her skin, and the pain pulls her back to reality. It urges her to push forward. Lupa regains her lost memories and moves forward, guided by the trust you placed in her. And then the last fight. Blood ignited, body and soul aflame in the crucible of battle. Lupa's spear plunges into the monstrous half-human, half-sea creature, her fight unfolding and the stage conjured by illusion. Her mind is calm, and the world fades away. Only the enemy, her weapon, and herself remain. The gladiator's Aegon, interrupted decades ago by the Threnodian's corruption, finally reaches its conclusion. At this moment, Lupa is no longer weighed down by the questions of strength, weakness, Sentinel, or Threnodian. Only a single pure thought remains. To be a gladiator is a thing of joy. Lupa defeats the Lady of the Sea. After a relentless battle, Maya's reverberation is finally freed from its curse. So, source is where Cristoforo tried to pull Maya in. Fiction is everything that he wrote that we had to try and undo. And now we're in reality. There's one more thing that we have to get, but we have reunion. As you walk out the central hub, a familiar connection pulsates within you, within your tacit mark. You turn around and see Cardathia slowly gliding down from the sky and landing before you. After days of separation, you're finally reunited. She looks into your eyes, cracks a smile, and gestures in a different direction. Together, you walk to welcome the lone wolf returned from the flames. Lupa embraces you both tightly, and you feel her tremble as worry gives way to delight at seeing both of you. Her words choke as tears fall. You pat her gently on the head to soothe her. The story is co-written by you, Cardathia, and Lupa. Now it's coming to an end. The three of you reunite. Together, you're the true playwrights of the story. But yes, it looks like we have one more thing. All right, Flames of the Heart. Exchange information. Let's start with Cardathia because we haven't talked to her in longer.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its source. It was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this Sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Mia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script.
Good job.
Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the Sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met.
Because it was handled on all three parts.
Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Tell me about the roles and these roles and stories.
Lupa and I formed a few theories during our investigation, though they may not be entirely accurate. In this Sonoro, where stories manifest as reality, roles define the identities of those within it. To lose your role is to lose both your name and memory. In truth, Mia has long since passed and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who won the 3-day Aegon.
We were there for that.
The stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original frameworks. A limitation of his resonance ability.
Take that, Cristoforo.
This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identities. This allowed Mia to summon the Dark Tide upon Septimont.
I have another question.
Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Tell me about the Threnodian and the Central Hub.
The Central Hub within the Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel, and it appears no one had ever entered it before. Activating it requires 2 key conditions. Victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinel's mandate, and a trace of the Sentinel's frequency. The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason, which, in turn, brought its attention to Lupa. I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the Central Hub earlier, it endured, drawing strength from that source.
Throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use her to corrupt the hub, siphon its power, and ultimately destroy Renacita.
I have another question.
Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Tell me about the other Fraxidus leaders.
Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders. One, a woman with a bandaged eye. The other, a man with scars across his face.
Surely they must be for Lova and Scar. But how is Scar in Renacida?
Is he still supposed to be locked up right now?
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I saw them only briefly before they disappeared. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. We must prepare for whatever plans they have.
I have another question, although I don't.
Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
No, that's about it.
The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont, but I fear this is far from over.
Yeah, probably.
There is something else. Perhaps due to the dark tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance shifting. The Threnodian's pull is growing stronger.
So we just gotta stop it. Like we've been doing.
Now that I think of it, this could very well be part of the Fraxidus' plan.
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cardathia. They've been dealing with the Thenodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
The Black Shores? Is that where you're from?
No, it's where I was before I came into
If it's a
Renacida.
place you trust, then I will go.
All right. Now, Lupa. Kind of close to each
The
other.
event that brought forth the dark tide, it must have been my death. After that, the details of the story blur. It repeated so many times. It's hard to remember everything. All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a Septimont corrupted by the dark tide, unable to escape, until I met Cardathia. She saved me. But in that story, we couldn't fully resolve the source of the disaster. Then in another story, I encountered you, my fellow warrior. After we parted, I awoke in yet another story, in the Veil of Glory, where I finally saw the Threnodian's true form in the submerged aqueducts. It had taken control of Mia's corpse, and was using the Fraxidus' Sonoro to grow its power. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. I passed through those crumbling pages to find you. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Tell me about your death. So wait, before we even go further with this first thing of tell me about your death, is the Septimont that we've seen, like, how the real one is, or is the real one? Like, if we go back, did we win the Aegon?
My death. Well, I'll start from the very beginning. My journey to win the championship. I had failed to expose the family's match fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, my memories became a blur. I was probably under some form of control. The last
Like that
thing
time
I
when you
clearly
tried to stab
remember
us in the
was
middle of the
standing
battle?
in the central hub in the Veil of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control panel. Then the dark tide began to surge. In the end, all of Septimont was swallowed by it. I'm not sure when all this started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the Sonoro world created by the Fraxidus began to blur. But in those 3 days of the story where Cardathia didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day, helplessly watching as my home slowly crumbled to dust.
That's gonna be hard to live through over and over again. I have another question.
Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Tell me about your journey with Cardathia.
Cardathia saved me. The me who had lost her role and her memories. We wandered the abandoned city of Septimont and pieced together that the Fraxidus and the Threnodian were the true architects of the chaos. Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnodian, and my body disappeared before Cardathia's eyes. But before I was lost to oblivion, Cardathia gave me a sliver of her frequency. I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the story.
That would explain why we kept feeling it on Lupa. I have another question.
Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Tell me about Mia the Threnodian.
Many years ago, Mia cast herself into the sea to escape the Threnodians' control. But Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the depths and handed it over to the Fraxidus. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted experiments until the Threnodian's essence, still lingering within her, finally awakened. The Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse, turning it into a half-human, half-sea creature monstrosity. It formed an alliance with the Fraxidus. The last trace of Mia's reverberation was forced to be part of it, tortured and ravaged.
I have another question.
Is there anything else you want to know?
That means that monster we
hold
fought
nothing back.
was Mia's body, and they took her arms off. What the heck? That's about it.
Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. I'll return them to you now. It was a long story, but the ending turned out well. Though, thinking of Mia still upsets me. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body. I can't imagine her suffering over the last 20 years.
When you defeated the Threnodian, you also set her free.
Yes, it was an honor to have that final battle with her. Thanks to you and Cartathea, I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimont. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub. Good timing. There's something I need to handle in the Veil of Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. Sorry, I was trying to get a good centering. But I guess this is the best I'm going to be able to do. But that's going to be it for this one. We'll get back to the central hub next episode. Until that next time, deuces.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesars. Or if I